The problem today, I believe, is that there is a disconnect in our churches. There's a moral disconnect. The idea of what is pure and what is right is different now than it used to be. We're being challenged at every turn. And the Sunday school lessons that many of you have been discussing the last 2 or 3 weeks are these very items that are being challenged in our churches today, being challenged by Christians today, being certainly challenged by our world today as acceptable behaviors, even though they stand in contradiction to the Word of God. And so we have a choice to make. And it is very true that there's always somebody else looking up to you. You have those you look up to, and there are others who look to you, and there are those that are watching you today to say, how will you respond? And how will you react? Will you hold to what is true and right according to the Word of God, or will you hold to what is ever shifting and changing in the rightness of our world today? There is a moral disconnect in our church as more and more are saying that these things are tolerable and these things are allowable and these things are acceptable. And the reality is that we do not have to be tolerant of sin, but we have to be loving of humanity. And the moral disconnect that is calling us and challenging us, even by famous preachers of our world today, saying, oh, it's not that big a deal. My friends, it's a big enough deal that Christ died for us.